Oh man. Sorry about that, you guys. The first time. And I'm on my mobile data! Okay, that was a better solution in the first place. So guess where I am today? If you read the title of the stream, you'll already know, but we're hanging out with our boys over at Puget Systems. So we drove down to Seattle, driving the Swagmobile, complete with Dick Butt, courtesy of BS Mods. Those guys are also from the Seattle area, so I figure maybe I'll see them on the road around here, but that's not the plan today. Today is all about checking out what makes Puget Systems more complicated than just like, you know, some guys building computers. So this is actually a sponsored video that we're working on. It's probably not going to be up for like, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm doing these streams daily now to kind of talk about what today's video is. And what I realized is that I thought these were going to be boring, but actually every single day I've been in a completely different location doing something completely different with different people, like these guys.
I was on your last one, actually.
You were on my last one? Oh, actually,
I was also on your last one.
Luke was in the last one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good try.
Yet again, I'm working on full plane stuff.
John wasn't there.
Oh my God, dude,
And I'm sorry, wow, this is awkward, I forget your name.
Eric.
Eric, okay, yes. John and Eric weren't there. Also, I didn't have a free run in the Puget office here to just kind of go and do whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to be very careful in this next room because this is what they call labs. And in labs, they actually do have stuff that's under NDA. I mean, none of this is it. This is all like kind of older looking stuff. This is like kind of a weird machine. What is this? Look at this thing. Like, what? Who has like front networking on an acrylic case like that? It's just like, it looks like quad socket, but it's actually 2 dual socket boards. Like, check this out. There's actually a gap between the boards there. You can't really see it. Whoa, I almost dropped my phone. And then they've actually got 2 more boards on the other side for 4 more CPUs. I have no idea what kind of a use this is for, but there we are. We're going into the lab. You guys don't have anything NDA exposed right now, right?
Yeah, we hit all that stuff.
You hit all the NDA stuff?
Yeah, we hit it all.
Fantastic. So this is where they validate. This is where I do Pella's job for him.
Yeah.
Cause like he's in here trying to like film it on the red and be all pro and stuff. See, look at this. He's got like his red and he's got like his tripod and all that. Meanwhile, everyone who watches the stream will have already seen everything just in like grainy live streamed front camera O-Vision. So this is where they basically take, you know, whatever it happens to be, if it's, you know, the new Threadripper or X299 or this is old, yeah. This is what, Z10 whatever it is?
Z10P88WS?
Yeah, Z, right. Is
Z
Z the American way or is Z the American way? I can never remember. Z, okay, well, whatever. Okay, what else we got here? This looks like some X299 stuff. So that's
the Skylake W.
pretty
so
cool.
C6,
Oh.
I don't remember what the numbers are.
Oh,
It just went out a couple days ago.
new Skylake W stuff. So this is the LGA 2066 Xeon stuff, hey?
Yeah.
Where it's basically a Core i9, but they flipped a couple switches,
And now it's more expensive.
and now it's more expensive. Cool. So this one's expensive, you guys. I'll try not to drop it. What else you got that's interesting here? Yeah, you guys.
X299.
You really did
Threadripper.
hide all the interesting stuff, didn't you? Is that, what kind of a cooler is that for Threadripper? That looks
Stock cooler.
that looks ghetto as hell.
That's what AMD sent us.
That's terrible.
The loudest thing in the room.
This is the same company that brought us the Wraith Max, which, okay,
Yeah, it's doing stuff.
that wasn't my fault.
No, it's doing Premiere.
It's doing Premiere things. Okay, I barely touched it and it's like.
Now we've got a Corsair cooler coming in. Man, there's not many coolers that are compatible with that socket. It's all funky.
No, I know. I actually didn't even realize until I looked at it a little bit more closely the other day. I was looking at one of these. Yeah, you guys have got the same like random Asetek brackets that we do. These come with the chips, right?
I'm not sure actually.
I think so. So I didn't realize until the other day that it's not symmetrical. Look at that. These ones are further apart than these ones, and then they all screw in actually to the socket itself rather than through points on the board. So these things are like straight,
which is good though.
trippy.
Straight into the socket's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, to be clear, I would rather have a socket design that includes a backplate that's big enough to screw a cooler into it. But the fact that it's asymmetrical like that is just so bizarre to me.
Yeah, you can see.
All right, well, I'm gonna leave Pella to his. Oh, okay. What do you?
This is our front drawer though. You're asking where all of our stuff is.
Wow!
That's where our CPUs are.
Check this out, you guys. This is like the trays on trays on trays on trays. Like unos, dos, a lot more than dos trays. Oh, is this one of those 1950Xs that had the performance issues?
I think it might have.
Yeah, so we got one of those with a sample system.
Yeah. Okay.
Before launch, and we were like, "Hey, yeah, so we're gonna do a Cinebench benchmark at our LTX meetup." And here's the score we got, and they were like,
It was like, for us, it was
do
like,
you think you could check your BIOS settings? And we were like, what BIOS settings?
Yeah, there's
like it's an
nothing-
Alienware. What BIOS settings are we changing?
Yeah, but it was like 5 or 10% slower, I think. But we've got full launch ones now, so that's why the articles we just put up today, actually.
You know what we should do? We should all get together and we should ask Intel how much more work it would be on these Intel confidentials to just
label
put
them.
what bloody processor it is.
Well, because they put what, frequency and
and stepping and serial, and then they actually have, is NA for North America or not applicable?
I don't know.
I'm not actually sure, but there's an NA on there, so maybe they could just, I don't know, put the name of the product on there so we would know what that. So we've actually come up with a new system for labeling. I see you guys are using a very similar system
Sharpie.
to us. Yeah, Sharpie on the corner. But
Yeah.
even those will get wiped off eventually if you're not super careful. And then anything you put on the top is gone. It's gone after one isopropyl or like one thermal compound application. So we came up with a new idea, actually one of my guys did, where we're gonna write on the side of the package where it's yellow, we're gonna put like a dot code system.
Oh
and
man,
like,
it's so complicated.
it's like binary or something.
Jeez.
And then the idea is that the trays that we have will put the corresponding dot code. And that
I think Intel should just label their stuff.
Well, yeah, we're driven to this. I mean, this is not a solution that we want. This is a solution that we're stuck with. Anyway, I'm gonna go run downstairs and let you guys get back to pretending to do work so that Pella can film you pretending to do work. You guys would be, I mean, you probably wouldn't be amazed if you thought about it, but if you didn't think about it, you'd probably be amazed by how much of what ends up in B-roll is just people pretending to do what they're doing. Like, even if we're documenting somebody doing their job, 19 times out of 20, we're just like, okay, yeah, could you go like put something on that shelf or take something down, or oh, my connection is apparently very bad, very, very bad in here. So this is, I think, Repairland, and then you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little bit closer to the edge of the building where I think my reception's a bit better, and go out into production. They have so much cool stuff here. The best has got to be the, actually no, I'm just going to turn this around because it's a little bit easier. The best are these like epic battle stations that they have set up for the guys that do QA on the systems. So they've just got like a giant counter down each side, and then all the cables are, oh man, that's heavy. All the cables are pre-cable managed for all the things. There you go. And they just line up all the systems, and then boom. Giant battle station where they've got, presumably, they've got some TrendNet KVMs over here, and then they just use those to run all the systems through the paces, and then they've actually got two of them. So here's one that's being used a little bit more actively. So this whole side is loaded up with systems that they're selling, and then here they are running tests on, yeah, see, other side's loaded up as well. They're running tests on all those systems. I'm a huge fan of their building stations as well, actually. They've got all their tools. They've got lighting installed right there in the top so they can really clearly see what they're doing. This place is actually set up like pretty nicely. All the drinks. Like, this is all the stuff that never makes it into the tour. Check this out. Man, I gotta make sure my staff doesn't watch this stream because we straight up do not provide beverages to our employees for nothing at work. Don't want them looking too closely at this. This is the thermals and acoustics room. They actually haven't shown me this today, but I've been here before, so check it out. I don't know how expensive it is, but if it's a FLIR camera, it's pretty expensive. So they're actually pointing this at this system right here. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe Puget actually sends like a thermal shot of your system to you when they build your system. Oh crap. I do have LMG staff watching and complaining that we don't have free drinks now. Fantastic. In here is the shroud that they've got built around their acrylic cutter, as well as their, oh, they've got an Ultimaker too. Pretty sick. So this is where they engrave and cut little acrylic pieces for like the tops of water blocks, as well as whatever all this stuff is. This looks like scrap. No idea what it is. This thing looks pretty cool though. Hopefully that's not top secret. Huh. Wow. No idea what that is. Anyway, oh right, so today's video is actually going to be pretty cool. We've got, well, basically it's some slab engineering. We were working on our wall pewter a little while back, and we had some concerns about putting the GPU so far away from the rest of the system. And we were like, okay, this thing's going to be like, I think it was like a meter? It was about a meter away from the PCIe slot, because we had to run the PCIe cable out of the slot and then behind the whole computer and then over to where the GPU was going to be. And we were like, is that going to affect performance? Turned out it was fine, but that got us thinking, how far could we possibly go? So in today's video, we do like a live, well, not live because it was recorded like 2 weeks ago, but we test at different stages, adding more and more and more and more PCI Express cables until it stops working. I don't know why live chat messages are like, is just nobody talking? Because the chat's been moving so fast the last few days. That's really bizarre. Anyway, that video is going to be going up. Nick's going to hit the live button. I'm sort of traveling right now, so it's going to be pretty tough for me to do that. And I think he's going to post it in the chat. And you guys should go check it out. And what is it that the YouTubers say? They say, mush the love button. I think that's how it goes. Oh, apparently my connection just like isn't working very well, and the stream quality sucks. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. Go watch the video, because that will be much better quality than this. Shot on red.